Hey y'all, Will Healy here, and really excited to share with you. Recently, the National Association of Manufacturers in the United States recently released the Q1 2024 survey that they do. They do an outlook survey every quarter. They interviewed about 300 manufacturing leaders and they asked them a bunch of questions. And I just want to share some of those insights with you. And so the first one is the percentage of respondents positive about their own company's outlook was 68.7%, with an expected growth rate for sales over the next 12 months up 2.2%. So they're expecting a small growth. They're also expecting the growth rate for full-time employment over the next 12 months to go up 1%, as well as capital investments to go up 1.4% over the next 12 months. The expected growth rate for production over the next 12 months is expected to go up 2.3%, as well as the growth rate for employee wages to go up 2.8%. So there's a lot of growth happening, just a slower growth than we've seen in previous years, but there is growth. The workforce challenges continues to dominate as the number one challenge for manufacturers. It is down compared to last year, about mid-year, but more than 65% of manufacturers cited their inability to attract and retain talent as their top primary challenge, followed by unfavorable business climate, and rising healthcare and insurance costs, and weaker domestic economy. So then we saw manufacturers are working to improve operational and supply chain resiliency by investing in new technology and digitalization. And I thought this one was interesting. Nearly 28% are implementing these kinds of digitalization and new technology projects across their company. So not just little programs, but really putting it across the whole organization. But interestingly, artificial intelligence was a topic here. And there was a really interesting chart where they talked about the survey results. They asked people what you're doing. And 46, almost 47% of people said they have no idea when they were asked the question, what are the ways in which your company utilizes artificial intelligence? So a lot of people are uncertain, but for those that do have a plan, we saw things like increased efficiency, predictive maintenance, product design and development, quality control, employment training, supply chain efficiency, and safety as all topics that people are utilizing artificial intelligence for. And I thought that was really interesting, especially for increasing efficiency and doing, analytics on your production data, or even on your sales data, probably on your business data. So one last thing that I wanted to point out was manufacturers are exploring ways to improve recruitment and retention. And so I thought that was interesting. Lots of different ways. And I have a nice article I'm going to share on Wednesday, so stay tuned about this specifically. More than half of respondents have increased flexibility for production workers to help attract new employees and retain current staff. So they're rethinking how they're staffing and their scheduling. And there's some really cool technologies out there for helping you do that, and some really good case studies for manufacturers. Flexibility doesn't just have to be a white collar job thing. It can absolutely be applied in manufacturing in really interesting and valuable ways to help you with recruitment and retention. So stay tuned for that article. But thank you to the folks at NAM, at the National Association of Manufacturers, for providing this survey to us. I'll make sure there's a link down in the comments to it so you can read all the questions and all the data there. And I'd really love to hear, what are you seeing in the economy this year? Are you seeing positivity? Are you struggling? I'd love to hear what's going on for you in your local area. And until next time, ask yourself, what will I automate next?